Hi, my name is Angela, and today in this video I'm going to be talking about the results from my phase 1 match and a little bit about what the steps are from here. So this is going to be a little bit shorter video, but these videos are just weekly chats that are very casual, and I'm just going to cover a variety of topics relating to my residency training and kind of career development over the next couple years as I enter into my PGY1 training and then hopefully PGY2. I'm interested in ambulatory care and academia, which will require 2 years of training for me. So March 19th was the match day, and this past Friday, and I did match, which is great. I'm very grateful and blessed for that opportunity to continue my training and develop myself as a clinical pharmacist and enter those fields. I'm not going to say who I matched with because I don't think that would be appropriate. Once I get to the program, if they allow me to, I would be happy to share those details. But basically, it's a PGY1 program that's ambulatory care focused. So my learning experiences, while they will have inpatient opportunities, I will have a significant portion of my opportunities for learning be outpatient or in the ambulatory care setting. So the reason I love this program, my preceptor recommended it to me, and so in a past video I talk about kind of how you can start looking for programs, and I think that asking your preceptors on rotations in fields that you're interested in is a great place to start. So my preceptor told me about this rotation when we were just chatting about my career goals and residency pursuit, and she emphasized that it was a great place to learn and that you can learn a lot about ambulatory care in that area, and then also just otherwise it was a great place to get an education. So I did interview there and loved all the opportunities as I looked online, but what really sold me to this program and how I ranked it was the department overview from the department head of pharmacy, and just talking about all their facilities, all of their learning opportunities, all of the things that they do to structure their programs so that their residents are really well prepared to go into life, and also just clinical practice, all these different areas. Educators, they talked about building great educators. I also did some virtual info sessions with them before my interview, and it was just a very welcoming family atmosphere where you could all tell that they loved what they were doing. They loved to have residents, they loved working with each other, so the environment seemed very welcoming and family oriented. And then I just loved the learning layout, the opportunities for rotations and for other learning. They have a great research model that's a flipped research model, which means that while I will have the workload of one project, I will be involved in 2 projects. And that was really appealing to me. I would love to be involved in a variety of research opportunities so that I can really grow in that area, because I need a lot of help in the research area. And then I really liked all of the teaching and leadership opportunities. I am someone who has done a lot of done a lot of leadership in my pharmacy school, and I am still interested in pursuing that as a future career option. So keeping that door open with continuing by getting a leadership certificate or just having other leadership education, I was interested in that, and certainly a teaching certificate was a must for me, wanting to go into academia. And as I mentioned, this program really emphasizes a lot of different teaching opportunities, so that's why this program was a great one for me. And then lastly, going into those interviews and talking with all the different people and asking them, how they mentor students and what kind of relationships they have with residents, I knew that I would be well taken care of and having a lot of people who would support me along the way. So what's going on now? I have to finish APPE rotations. I'm in the middle of my March one, and then I have one in April, and then I will be off for May. I'm getting myself ready for the move. I'll be moving out of state from where I live, so finding apartments, figuring out licensure for the other state, and I will have to take a law exam in that state and all the fees associated with that. If you're a pharmacy student, there's a lot of fees, so you have to apply just to even be a practitioner in this new state, and then also take their law exam, and then have your NAPLEX exam, and then have your NAPLEX reciprocate to that new state, all the fees associated with each one of those processes. But then otherwise, I'm just going to start preparing for the NAPLEX, and I'm going to wait to prepare for the law, since I've heard from a lot of people that usually that can be done after the NAPLEX in a short period of time. So I'm preparing for the NAPLEX. I've been studying in the past, but now I'm going to start doing more intense studying, trying to do something every single day, whether it's read through a chapter, take a practice quiz. I'm using RX Prep, which I can go into how I prepare for NAPLEX in another video, but I'm using RX Prep primarily, their book. And then I'm just going to take the time to thank every single person who's helped me get here. And by every single person, I mean people that I have been associated with at least this past year. So my preceptors, those who wrote me letters of recommendation, my family, my friends, I've gotten a lot of support from a lot of different people, and I think that it is appropriate to pay it forward and to help others. That's probably what I'm trying to do with these videos, but also to recognize those who have helped me get to where I am. And things are going so fast, and I just want to take the time to really thank the people who have helped me get here, because I remember realizing that I was accepted in pharmacy school, and that was about 4 years ago, and thinking, I don't know if I took the time to thank all those people who helped me get to the pharmacy school application success. So I just want to take that time now, and that's something that's important to me. But if I didn't match, what would be the process now would be going into phase 2. So they posted the list of programs who did not fill all of their spots, and that's through the forecast system. And now people who didn't match phase 1 have the opportunity to match phase 2. It's a very quick turnaround. So people are they call it the scramble. People are kind of having to scramble to reapply, redo their CV, update their CV, write new letters of recommendation, get new letters of recommendation, but write new letters of intent for these programs that they're applying to. And in around April, beginning of April, is the phase 2 match results and all those interviews and things like that. So, and after the phase 2, there's kind of just a piecing of different programs who can maybe try to fill their spots, but that's kind of the general process. And again, I won't be providing more details on that since I'm not going through it, but ASHP has a lot of resources on anything related to residency, and I have links to their content and other videos that I've done. But yeah, I won't be covering that in great detail since that's not something that I'm going to be going through, so I'm not well versed in it. But best of luck if anyone's watching this and you matched. Wish you the best as you go on to residency training. And for anyone who hasn't matched, I encourage you to go into phase 2 and to put yourself out there and see if you can still match with the program. And just know that this is not the end of your life if you don't get a residency match. That a lot of pharmacists are still very successful without residency training, and they go on to have fantastic jobs and very rewarding careers. So thank you for watching. Share this with someone who you think it would be helpful. Questions below if you have any, and recommended topics if you want me to talk about anything, but otherwise I'll just keep on going with different residency related topics, and share it with your friends if you think it was helpful. So thank you.